So today, basically, I'm just going to be talking through the best emblems to use on Alolan Ninetales. So recently, I've been really interested in emblems, playing around with them. I still haven't got a lot, as you can see. I just have the 54 added. I'll probably try and grab some more another couple of days. And obviously a lot of them are still at the bronze level, because obviously you can get silvers, golds, and all that sort of thing. But today I was just messing around with emblems and battling with my friend to see how emblems works. Originally this was going to be made for Sylveon, but I was just playing around with different special attackers because this build would probably work with most of them. And I tried it with Ninetales. So basically this build worked insanely well. I'm going to try to explain why it works so well, and then later on in the video I compared Ninetales with this build to Ninetales with no emblems on, so you can see the difference it makes. So these are the effects you have. You can obviously see minus 100 HP, minus 8 defense, and minus 13 special defense, which for a Pokemon with not much bulk in the first place, you wouldn't really expect it to live very much with that. But I'm going to explain why this build actually works even with the lower defense. So basically, as you can see, we've got another 2.4% crit rate, which Ninetales does a fair amount of damage with this build. Like, I'm not even going to say a fair amount, it does a lot of damage. The Unite move, I don't know if people do main Ninetales, you know about how much the average Unite move damage the Unite move does. So, yeah, you can see that. So, it's got, the effects it's got is special attack plus 8.5, which is a hell of a lot. It might not seem like a lot, but if you have that much extra attack, it's going to make a difference. Then movement speed plus 21, because Ninetales is obviously a ranged attacker, so then you can move back and forth with Ninetales, which means it can be hard for the opponent to hit if they're a slower Pokemon, which makes it easier to fight against tanks, because you can just run away without getting hit, and because they're so slow. And then movement speed plus 21 again, that's why. So basically, that's all there is to the build, and it sounds underwhelming, but when this is put into practice, I promise you it's insane. Like, the amount more damage you can do with the movement speed, and you might think with the minus 8 defense and 13 special defense that you're going to take more damage, but in the end you don't, because of the fact that you can run away quicker and you kill quicker, so the opponent will actually have less time to hit you. So that means, yes, you will take damage, so you might be susceptible to Stomp Serenas, who can do so much damage, especially with new emblems. I might talk about a few more Pokemon with emblems as well, because I've got, I'm figuring out some emblems for my Serena. I personally don't play Stomp with Serena, which I know a lot of people think Stomp is optimal. I play Triple Axel Serena, because it's just so fun to just be annoying in people's goals, and I find Triple Axel is best to do that with. And the last thing I did want to say with this build is I haven't tried it with Dazzling Gleam and the other optimal skill Ninetales have. I've only tried it with Avalanche and Blizzard, so I only really know how it works with those moves. So I've explained everything now, so I'm probably just going to let the gameplay bit roll on. I probably will voice over that. Okay, so here we are at the gameplay bit, and this Ninetales is the one without the emblems in the effect, which is basically just in case any of you are just watching this out of curiosity and don't know how normal Ninetales works. It's also nice so you can see the damage comparison. And just a note, I usually play on Switch. I don't play ever seriously on phone, so if my gameplay looks kind of bad, it's because I don't usually play on phone. And this was actually my first time trying phone, really, because I don't have an emulator for the Switch, which I might look into getting one, which will make videos easier in the future than using phone when I'm not really used to it. Alright, so I think this is yeah, this is still base Ninetales. Sorry, I just cut the video a bit so it looks a bit confusing. And me myself, I'm watching this back, voicing over it because I pre-recorded it before I did anything else. I tried to be organised. So yeah, basically this is just base Ninetales. There's nothing more to it. Once I get level 12, what I'm gonna do is, or what I did, is basically showed you how Ninetales does with the damage little crocodile thing in the corner. So after scoring, I think I go to do that. So you can see the damage comparison, how quick this Ninetales does it compared to the other one. At the end, what I will do with the video, in case anyone doesn't want to actually watch the gameplay bit because you like I don't have the time or just it's dragging on a bit, I'll put a comparison of the stats from the little crocodile thing that I'm attacking now, well, the substitute, sorry, as I should call it. So you can like compare, and I'll obviously write a note of which Ninetales is which, so you can see the difference between the one with the stat modifiers and the base one. This is I realised it's, yeah. Sorry, that was really awkward, I cut off then. Basically what I was going to say is, sorry if it ends up being like I've got it wrong way around, and it ends up being like my build was trash, but I think my build should do more damage. If it doesn't, I'm going to be, not really dumb, yeah. Okay, so that's basically the end of that. This is the one with the stat modifier one, and as you can see, I don't know if you can like tell the difference. I let the Blissey run away then because I couldn't be bothered to chase it, and I wanted to make like show the full effect, and if I was chasing I wouldn't be like doing as much damage easy, so I chased it here, and this is where you can see like the damage output. And that Blissey is like a fully built Blissey with all the optimal HP skills. So that is actually a lot of damage, which you might not be able to know because the Blisseys do have exactly the same build. I did not change anything. They're both potion Blisseys and they're both bots, and they both have exactly the same equipped items. So as you can see, this Ninetales is doing, I don't know if you can tell like straight off, it is doing more damage to the A-palms and everything. And as you can just see the damage output to the Blissey there, how quick I killed it. I know I'm slightly levels above it, but like it's still quite a shocking amount, I'd say, compared to the first one. Because I know it's like hard when it's not a comparison side by side. But hopefully you'll be able to tell the difference a bit. So, yeah, and if you can't tell the difference, then this is really awkward. I'm really sorry I let the gameplay bit go on for so long, now I realise it. But I assume that hopefully some people who might like be interested in watching the gameplay bit to just see like the actual difference, and that his videos about, you know, like gameplay, so I'm just leaving it in for now. And if you do want me to cut out like the gameplay bit just to show you the damage bit, let me know in the comments for the future, because I'm not really too sure. And as you can see, I think I got Dreadnought really quick then. I think, I'm never really entirely sure. In a minute I think I'll go up to do the damage output thing, and you can see like how much quicker this one does it and how much damage it does per second if you can read the stats. Which I believe, if you, I'm sorry if it's like really awkward to see the stats if you're on mobile, because I know how small YouTube can be, but I think if you turn your phone like on its side and obviously have it on full screen, you should be able to see the stats. I should have mentioned that for the first one as well. So there you go, it's basically, this is like, as you can see, for this substitute, if you ever try like do it yourself, you can like compare it to that as well. It's quite hard to damage it, it restores life really quick. I use the substitute a lot actually to test out emblems, so I will be using like, I use it a lot, it's a really useful thing just to check which Pokemon do damage at certain rates and everything. And as you can see, this Ninetales is just taking its life down really quickly compared to the other one. Anyways, I think I'm going to stop talking now because there isn't too long left and I want to actually be able to say bye without cutting off. Anyway, so here are the stat modifiers, and thank you for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!